talk about breasts.
Let's talk about you and me.
Let's talk about all the good things
and all the bad things.
Welcome back to Boobtube. My name is your best friend Jaleesa, and this is
Chantel.
And we're here with another episode. We hope that you all enjoyed the break and were able to catch up, but we do have a lot to get off of our chest. So there's so much more to discuss when it comes to breasts, and that's what we're here to do today. We have a very special guest that will be joining us today, as we're going to be giving y'all some free game about breasts and bras and tips and hacks, all that.
Yeah, but before we do, let's get to Boobtube.
Do you know of any useful bra tips or hacks?
Bra tips. If you have a lot of big breasts, you have big breasts, you want a really good bra, especially if you're in an active lifestyle. It's really important to find a really good bra that can support you.
For you, do you know any useful bra tips or hacks?
Not really. Because I generally, to be honest, I've had my first time, so I don't wear bras.
What do you do if your bra strap show while you're wearing a nice top?
I generally try to wear a hat, but if I you do that, you take down and tuck in there, you just kind of like
Okay. By any chance, do you know of any bra hacks and tips for women?
Bra hacks? Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna hold, it's a one hand, you gotta push. This is just general knowledge.
Okay.
Everybody finding themselves in a situation where they might have to move for bras.
Okay.
Push, pull, open. Push, pull, open. Push it together so that you can really fire. Pull it back.
Okay. You got
Open
it.
Open it. And then it's a good time. It's a good time. Yeah, that's just general knowledge. Those know. Yeah, the things that matters. The things that matter.
So, push, pull, open, eh?
That's a new one for me.
It wasn't quite the tip that I was expecting.
It was from the mail.
And I'm wondering why I even asked the guy, but I think it was just a curiosity. I was like, what is this man gonna say?
And you got what you got.
Right. I was like, okay. So push, pull, open. But I'm glad that he gave us a tip at all, because I thought he would just be like, no, I don't know anything.
I guess from his perspective too, it helps,
Right.
get things going a lot faster.
Yeah.
Having that system in place.
Right. It's a hack for the men,
Yes.
for the bras.
Yeah.
And I wasn't expecting that one.
No.
But that's cool. Well, the other ones, we got of course, tucking your straps in.
Yeah, that's fairly common.
Yeah.
And then also getting fit, which I don't know if I would consider that a hack or even a tip.
It's a tip.
But that should just be common knowledge for us to get fit.
Be.
That's more of a suggestion or a reminder.
It's a reminder, suggestion, but you gotta think, not everyone is gonna think like this.
You're right. Because I recently had a conversation with someone about getting fit, and
they're probably like, really? Or something?
yeah, it was explaining the different sizes and all that. So yeah, that can be a tip.
It's a tip. It's a tip. It can be a suggestion and a recommendation.
Yeah,
it can be all of those things.
Yeah,
I'd say that.
So I guess at least on the street, there are not a lot of hacks and tips that we are mindful of at this point. No,
not at this point.
Yeah, maybe we'll learn something today.
Maybe we will, So, we had recently discussed a lot of things when it came to breasts, making sure you're not ruining your outfits with your bras and your undergarments, and making sure that you are matching them with the correct style to match with what you're wearing. So, as we know, all breasts aren't created equal.
No, they're not.
So in that case, that sometimes requires some adjustments. Can't just, throw on your bra and stuff. You gotta.
That's a whole process in and of itself too. I do think that in thinking about tips, one of the best tips I received is you just don't put it on.
Right.
You need to adjust yourself in the cup. So I would throw that out there.
I definitely tell my clients that all the time. Like, you can't just put it on. You got, because when you first put it on, it'll look like, oh, this doesn't work. A lot of times. Sometimes it comes on and you're like, oh wait, this is perfect. Other times you can put on a bra and be like, it's not right. But then you adjust it and you're like, oh, it's perfect.
Yes.
So yeah, you gotta make sure you do some adjustments and stuff.
That go for regular bras and sports bras. I found out.
Oh yeah, for sure. So, as you've probably caught on, today we're going to be focusing on some bra tips and hacks. But first, we would like to let you know that we have an amazing guest that joined us to talk about some bra tips and hacks that came from afar. So we're very happy that we had this guest, and we're excited to share all the information that we received from her, and we're sure that you'll like it. So let's take a look at our interview with our special guest.
Today, we have a special guest, popularly known as the Bra Whisperer, joining us today all the way from the UK. Welcome, Katie.
Yay! Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited about doing this. It's great.
We are so excited to have you.
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to learn all about you and ask you some questions, give us the details, but feel free to share what you want as well. But how did you first get into the intimate apparel industry?
So I got boobs from a really young age. Like I was 11, and I had these boobs, and no one else in my class had them. It was just me. And I just remember vividly, like always being the center of attention because of my chest, like literally like swimming, PE, school was just always like, wow, like what are they? Like, how have you got these boobs? When will mine come in? I wish I had boobs like yours. And then when I was about 15, I actually ended up going for my first ever bra fitting. So I'd gone all of this life from 11 to 15, just wearing crop tops or, you know, those trainer bras and things like that. And just always feeling like my boobs were kind of holding me back. And so I went for this bra fitting that my mum took me to in a UK well-known high street store. And they used a measuring tape. It was a very, very sad experience in the fact that the bra fitter was like this older lady who wore her glasses like on the edge of her nose, and she kind of like told me to take off my top, and then she just left me there with nothing else to say, went off for about 7 minutes, which felt like 7 hours, came back with a bra and was like, put this on, it's your size. And then I just remember looking down as a 15-year-old at my boobs, wearing a bra that hit my collarbone, and it was like conical shaped. And I looked at my mum and I was like, is this it? Is this what I have to wear? And she was like, well, yeah, she's the professional. If she's telling you this is what you need, this is what you need. And they put me in a 38 double D Triumph Doreen at the age of 15. That was my first ever experience of a properly fitted bra. No, I'm not saying that bra is bad, but I'm saying that no 15-year-old should wear it. It's not fair. And it was definitely something that made me feel so sad. I literally cried for a whole week because I thought that this was going to be my life. And I was like, this is it. I have to wear these bras. And it was actually my parents who really helped me to understand that there was more out there. So we went online and we started looking at like double D plus bras. And then we came across Freya and Fantasy, and I sort of looked at those bras. And also there's a brand called French and Floozy, which were really like fun, and they had like flamingo prints and ruffles, and it was all very girly. And kind of discovered these brands. And then I started wearing them and gaining more confidence as I was wearing them. Although I wasn't aware, but I was still in the wrong bra size. I shouldn't have been wearing a 38 double D, but at least I'd learned that there was more outside of the kind of Doreen bra. So I was slowly educating myself, and then I went to do my university degree, and you had to decide what you wanted to study. And at like 17, I was like, I don't know. I don't know what I want to study. I don't know who I am just yet. So I kind of broke it down into like what I love. And I worked out that actually I love the fashion industry. I love shopping, but I love my boobs and I love bras. And like putting on the lingerie to me every morning was like a really empowering sort of routine. So I ended up getting a placement with a lingerie company. I did international fashion marketing at university, and it all kind of fell into place from there. And that year in the industry really helped me to understand how powerful lingerie is to a woman, and how it makes us like stand up straighter, have more confidence. And from there, I learned how to bra fit. From there, I was sending bras to Kim Kardashian, and Kate Upton was wearing our sports bra in the centerfold of Vogue. And it just felt like that was the right place for me to be, and something that every day I woke up like wanting more of. So yeah, basically it was from a bad bra fitting experience that made me want to ensure that no other woman felt the way that I did, because they don't have to.
Well, thank you, Julie. So that sounds like your experience.
I know.
Exactly.
I just have a bad bra fitting with a very old lady, and I was like, this can't be life. So it covered like all of my body, just like my whole torso. She's like, this is our #1 seller. I was like, I'm 20. It was so bad. So yeah, I definitely understand what you mean.
Yeah, and that's the thing, because I went from there to the brand, and on my first day they said to me, what bra size are you? And I was like, I'm a 38 double D. And they looked at me and they went, no, you're not, you're a 32G. And I was like, what?
Oh, wow.
And then they bra fitted me on the spot without a measuring tape, without even me taking off my clothes, handed me a bra, said, go try that on and tell me how you feel. And I went to the toilets and I cried again, but I cried with like this glee of like, oh my God, I can't believe my boobs can look like that. I never thought my boobs could look like that in a bra ever. And I just looked at them like, these are the boobs I've always wanted, but I thought you had to pay for them. It just turns out you need a good bra.
When you said 38, I was like,
I know.
Pretty sure she was 38.
Yeah.
Because I don't think she's 38 right now.
No, and I've never really like changed. My body shape has fluctuated, maybe like a stone, you know, but never have I ever been a 38 ever. Right. So yeah, that was like one of the biggest learnings for me, was about what every woman learns about when they get a great fitting bra, the whole back size, top size situation. Yes.
So how did you get your name, Bra Whisperer? How did you come across that?
Well, I actually coined myself the Bra Queen. So I was working for a lingerie brand, Freya, for 5 years. And I was very much like my own person. I was just the PR assistant, sorry. And then I left that role to go to another brand called Tutti Rouge, and I worked there for a year. And then I moved abroad, and I was working in the Middle East for 2 years. And I came back, and I just didn't want to be employed. I just wanted to do my own thing. So I set up my own bra fitting business, and I called myself the Bra Queen. And I sat underneath an umbrella of We're Wonderful Fit. That was my personal business. And I was actually stocking Carvey Kate and Scantilly at the time. And people were like, wow, like I love all these bras, I love what you're doing. And then I got noticed by Carvey Kate. And they actually were like, come in, we want to talk to you, we want to understand your business plan. And they actually offered me a role within Carvey Kate. So I took it as a part-time job. And the job was basically the PR and content manager / bra whisperer. So I very much took on that through Carvey Kate. It's a Carvey Kate branded title. They own it. They have the trademark. So I sort of stepped into that role of the Bra Whisperer. Yeah, which is awesome to have on your business card.
Definitely. Yes. You know what you're doing. You know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Right. That opportunity opened up for you.
I know, that's amazing.
Yeah, and the funny thing was, and I recently told this actually, that when I got back from the Middle East, I called Steve, who owns Carvey Kate, and I was like, hey, do you have a job? Like, I need a job. And he was like, no, I don't. And I vividly remember that. Cool. And then it just wasn't the right time. And I'm a big believer in that. Like, I wouldn't have learned half the things I had by the time I'd got to Carvey Kate. I wouldn't have known about the product, or in fact, how it fitted. I spent 2 years bra fitting probably about 3,000 women in 2 years in their products, and built up that knowledge. So when I took on the role, I was ready. I could jump straight in. I understood everything, and, you know, I was primed. So yeah, I think fate. I like
Yeah, yeah. You dropped some good gems right there too. You know, you had your dream and you went after it too. So
Yeah.
kudos for staying consistent.
Loving the boobs.
So you measured, fitted a lot of women over the years. What would you say are the top bra tips that all women should be aware of?
For me, it's definitely understanding how often you have to have your bra fitted. I think some people know they need to have a bra fitting, but they think that bra size lasts you 10 years. And, and it's not a guarantee, you know, like you're not going to be that bra size for the rest of your life. And I think that's a really, really important thing to note, is that have your bra fitting regularly. And also understand that we change. Women's bodies change from day to day, like from month to month. And that's okay. And be accepting of that, and understand that actually by having these bra fittings, understanding what you should be wearing, it's not a negative experience. It's very positive. It's something that's only going to make you feel better once you've had it done. And I also say having a bra fitting is one thing, putting on a bra properly is another. So you can have the right size, you can ensure that you're wearing the right bra, but if you haven't put that bra on properly, it's never going to do the best for you that it could. So I think, you know, one of the tips in the industry that we're all very aware of is the scoop and swoop. And that movement of kind of bringing that breast tissue from the armpit area up into the cup is so important, because a lot of our breast tissue goes kind of missing in the armpit area, and sometimes we're not filling the cups of the bra, so we think the cup is too small, and we go down cup sizes and we go up back sizes to accommodate this tightness that we're feeling, but actually it's just that we don't have our boobs in the bra correctly. So yeah, that the scoop and swoop is probably like my biggest tip to any person putting on a bra, and it can feel really weird when you do it for the first time.
It's also interesting, like, you know, I have clients and I have to teach them, because I'm like, you can't just put on the bra, like you gotta get in there. Sometimes you gotta jiggle, get it. And
it's your new morning dance, and it wakes you up. You get to know your boobs. That's another really great part of that, is like building that positive relationship with your boobs. I think a lot of women, especially, I mean, it goes at either end of the scale, right? If you have small boobs, or if you have large boobs, or if you've just ever felt your boobs were an issue, or like something that people picked up on, you can build a very negative relationship. So sometimes you just want to forget they're there, or sometimes you just want to like put them in the bra and that's enough. So actually having to physically touch them, having to understand how your boobs feel, the texture of them, getting to know what's normal can save your life with breast cancer too. So it is more than just that. Putting on a bra, it's getting close to your body, understanding your body, and yeah, just building that positive relationship.
Absolutely agree. I do have a question. A thought came up when you said, like, you know, no wait to 10 years, your boobs change monthly. You know how us women we have period panties, but we have a period bra, you know, sometimes when that fluctuates. That's a thought that came to mind when you said they fluctuate month to month.
100%, and that's so important. So getting a bra with a stretch top cup. So that is where the top of the bra stretches. So that can either be a mesh stretch or a stretch lace, but that bra is going to allow for your boobs to kind of fluctuate and to get bigger from that period month. And also they can be very tender. So you want to ensure that bra is kind of really soft and nice, but still supportive, because we don't want them to be feeling like, you know, they're rattling around or anything like that. So stretch top cup bras are really great. If you know that your boobs get considerably bigger, because everyone's boobs, you know, change differently. Also, mine used to hurt a lot more when I was younger. They don't hurt anymore. Like there's so many transitions as you go through life. So perhaps have like a period bra, which is maybe a cup size up. That it feels like, oh, it's a waste of money because I only wear it, but when you put it on and you're having that tenderness, you've got that fullness in your boobs, it's so much better to have that one bra you can rely on than dealing with the double boob that's only going to make your day super annoying. So yeah, it's like, if you know that it's just a small fluctuation, go for that stretch top cup. If you feel like it's a lot and you very much recognize that your boobs get much fuller, then definitely opt for that kind of cup size up.
I think in the past, like my nipples would also be like, they would be more erect during that time too. I was like, oh my gosh, like I never thought. I mean, because it happened more when I was younger, not so much. But back then, I wasn't even thinking about having a period bra. But it makes all the sense.
Yeah, definitely. And I actually I've seen one of the questions, and it's around like erect nipples and kind of like, I guess, what's that word, discreet, but being discreet around kind of erect nipples. And I think for me, it's one of those things. A lot of the lingerie industry, and some of the reasons why like we're maybe programmed to wear sexy underwear is for the male gaze. Perhaps we're nervous of our nipple showing is because we're embarrassed that men will see and that men will point and laugh, because trust me, woman to woman, we don't care. We understand it. We get it. We know that nipples go hard every now and then, but the reason why women are nervous about it is because of the over-sexualization of that situation, right? So that is fundamentally what we need to change. But that will take hundreds of years probably, or maybe never, because men will be men, right? So there's a lot that sort of to unpack there. But yeah, if it is something that you're particularly noticing, then a molded bra is always a great option. It offers that bit more to the kind of foundations of your outfit so that you don't get that nipple show through. But there's also bras that have double mesh. So something like Curvy Kate's Wonderfully bra is microfiber on the outer, and then it's got an inner of mesh. So you do have that kind of double protection without having to have the mold. And although you might see your nipples slightly in terms of the erectness, it's not as in your face as kind of having that really sheer bra. So there definitely are different styles that you can opt for to kind of help that situation. But I wish I got more erect nipples more often. Mine are always puffy. And I always say to women who are like, oh my God, it's so embarrassing. I'm like, no, I wish I was you, because I had to go for cold showers to make my boobs look fabulous. So we all want what we can't have.
That is also. So one of the questions we have is like, what are some of your favorite bra hacks?
Oh, bra hacks. I think I'm going to go back to that scoop and swoop, but that is a bra hack because people have asked me all the time throughout my life of wearing a great fitting bra, are your boobs real? Are your boobs real? And it is usually because I've got this fullness up here, and that comes from making sure I've got all the breast tissue in and up in the right size bra, and you do get that fullness into the top cup from doing that. And then I think understanding what different bra styles can do for you. That's like a really great bra hack, because so many people get stuck in one bra style and they think that that's all they can wear. They don't understand that and again, we talk about life and how life affects your boobs. Like, we're all getting older. That top cup density is getting lower, and we need, we feel the heaviness in the bottom cup. So when we get older, we might want to switch from that plunge bra that we wore our entire 20s into a balcony bra that's going to like lift that breast tissue up towards your face, and give you that fullness in the top cup. So yeah, that's a big thing for me. Also, red bras under white t-shirts, they work across skin tones, which is really cool as well. So a lot of us, again, buy those white bras because they're like, damn, I need a white bra for my white t-shirt, but actually head for those more skin tone bras, those red bras, and you can actually get something much prettier into your lingerie drawer as well. So it's not just that graying white bra all the time. So yeah, that's one of my hacks. And another little hack that I do is I love matching underwear, but half the time I can't find my matching brief, and it like frustrates me, and I'm there like late for my meeting, so I'm trying to find my matching thong to my bra, and I know that if I leave the house without matching set, something wrong's going to happen. So I fasten my brief to my bra. So I literally like put it and then hook my bra. So I put it down one of the bra bands and then I hook it. So it's always together. So when I've done my wash, I put the bra and brief together. So if you do like me, like a matching set and keep losing your pants, then that's a really good hack.
He has never even heard of that or thought of it.
I know. That goes well with some of the topics we kind of talked about too.
I was looking for some panties the other day.
Yay. What did I do with those? Never can always find them when they're attached to each other. So that's good.
Yeah, you just got to remember to do that bit. But yeah.
Yeah. We talked about a little bit of how women hold on to the same brand, and they might have their old faithful bra that they're going to hold on to. Any tips or hacks on what women can do if they can't afford a new bra, but they still want to maintain their current old faithful bra?
Yeah, absolutely. But before I touch on the hacks, I want to talk about comfort and that holding on to a bra because it's comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
I always say to women, like that bra is comfortable. You can also get a new one that's comfortable. You can also get a sexy bra that's comfortable. You can also get a strapless bra that's comfortable. Comfort doesn't equal a bra that's worn in and you've had for 5 years. Like, again, the comfort comes with the fit. So that I'm just putting that out there, that comfort isn't your grey old bra. Comfort can come in many forms. We just need to get the right fit. But I think it is very much the wash care of your bra. And I understand that women are busy. We've got a lot going on in our lives. And the last thing you want to do is hand wash your bra. Like, that thought just is horrible. Okay. But I think what we need to understand is that you don't have to wash your bra as often as you perhaps think you do either. So you wash your bra every 4 to 5 wears. So that is why we kind of advise that when you buy one bra, if you want a matching set, buy a couple of pairs of knickers so that you can get more life out of that bra. And hand wash on like lukewarm water. Pour your non-bio. I always say non-bio because it looks after the colors of the bra, especially if you've got something really bright. And then swirl it around like in the bath or the sink. You can pop a couple of other delicate things in there, swish them around, and then dry them not on direct heat, but you can hang them from curtain poles or pop them over the shower. That's a really great one. If you've got like a shower pole in your bathroom, hang them over there. But very much kind of slow, cool, calm washing. We don't want to be putting them in the tumble dryer. We don't want to be putting them in your washing machine with your jeans, with your heavy items, and at high spin speeds, high temperature. That's really going to ruin your bras. And if you look at any wash care label, it will always say hand wash only. So if you're tumble drying them, if you're putting them in the washing machine, they will get wires penetrating. And so many women say, oh, that really expensive bra I got, the wires popped out. And I'll say, have you put that in the washing machine? And they'll be coy about it. They won't want to say yes. And then they'll go, have you? And then they'll be like, yes, I did. I just don't have the time, Katie. I don't have the time. But wouldn't you rather make 5 minutes to wash your bra than absolutely ruin a beautiful, $50 bra? So that wash care is really important. And also, again, it all goes back to fit. So ensuring that when you get your new bra, it's worn on the loosest hook and eye, as you tighten it, as you wear it. So we say loose hook, the loosest hook and eye at the back when you first get a bra. And then every 4 to 5 months, tighten that bra. So that will take you to a year and a half out of a bra that's going to give you that great fit, support from the band, lifting your boobs up. And another one, final tip, fabric softener, fabric conditioner. Don't use it. Like, it's really tempting because you want your pants to feel super soft, but it breaks down all the elasticity in the bra, in your lingerie, stretches it out prematurely, ruins your bras rather than it makes them soft, but it also ruins them. And also on molded cups, I don't know if you've ever seen, that like rippling effect across the cups. That is from putting them in the washing machine, fabric conditioner, and storing them wrong. So don't store your bras for too long, cup within a cup. Try to store them with their cups upwards so that you can put your fist inside of it. Hide your socks in there, hide your pants, but always leave them domed. Don't kind of cup within cup because that can ruin your bras as well. Yeah, that's it.
I'm learning some stuff. I got some stuff I need to change.
Sorry, I feel like I'm bombarding you. It's just like,
no, it's good. I mean, we talk about, we spend money on these bras. We need to, extend their longevity. So thank you for that.
And I think that's a thing as well. I know, and I understand in the UK, we're in a cost of living crisis. I'm not quite sure if it's the same over in the US, but
we have
Yeah, it's like budgeting, right? And the lingerie always seems to be the thing that we pick up at the supermarket along with our milk, and it will do. But what I think we need to remember is actually investment into your lingerie drawer, and understanding if you buy two $50 bras, they're going to last you a year, 2 years if you alternate them, if you look after them, if you wash them, if your weight doesn't fluctuate too much, they'll last you. However, if you're buying $10 bras and you're buying them 6 times over, you know, that is where the difference comes. It's like you can have one really amazing bra that just lifts, makes you feel amazing, that you look after, lasts you a long time, you know it works with every outfit, than just continually buying cheap bras to try and make it work. So I think, yeah, just balancing it all out.
That makes all the sense to me, for sure. I'm with you 100%.
You know.
So we talked about, like, you know, with the erect nipples, and we talked about period boobs. We all know that we have one boob that is larger than the other, but I'm sure in your experience as well, like you come across some women who had some that were a little more significantly larger than the other. So do you have any tips or hacks when it comes to having women with uneven breasts or one that's significantly larger than the other?
Yeah, definitely. I always say never neglect your fuller side. So what we never want to do is say, okay, I'm going to buy a bra that fits my small side because I don't want it to gape. Because what that's going to do is, on the fuller side, it's going to make that bra dig in. It's going to cause you pain. It's going to give you double boobs. So we always want to fit the bra to the fuller side. And then there's a few hacks and tips to make that smaller side fit. So first off, when we look for a bra, if you do have significantly one boob bigger than the other, it goes back to that stretch top cup. So that stretch top cup in the bra allows to sit back on the smaller side and accommodate for the fuller side. I also like to I always say on bras to never really over tighten the slider at the back. But sometimes when you do have the smaller side, you might want to tighten the smaller side that bit more, just to kind of lift the breast into the cup. Always do your scoop and swoop. Get as much breast tissue into that smaller side as you can. And if you really need to, you can add a chicken fillet to kind of balance the two out. I think for me, they're the top tips that I've worked with in my career when it comes to women. You don't have to just deal with it. There are lots of hacks, but never, ever sacrifice your fuller side to make the other side fit. Get that fillet, go for the stretch top cup, and just make sure you've got all of that breast tissue into the cup. And I think a lot of women as well go for the molded cups because they feel like you won't see the misbalance so much, but actually sometimes that can just leave you looking down at a really large gape on one side and can actually like lower your confidence. So to have a non-padded bra with that stretch top cup makes the bra fit better, and you don't notice it so much, and it does balance out in outfits.
That makes sense.
Yes, very much so. You are very passionate about the work that you do. I love it. I love it. I love it. And you share a lot. Comes with
fitting so many women as well. I think that's the only way you learn, because no boobs are the same. No two boobs are the same. Like, yeah. I'm not even talking about two people. I'm talking about one woman with,
right.
Yes. With a pair of boobs.
I literally had that conversation with some guys last night. I was like, you mean two women or just the two on one person?
Yeah.
They're the same.
Exactly. I tell you something else I've never seen that looks the same, but that's another conversation.
That would bring the tears. It would bring tears. Oh, don't bring those egos.
All right, Katie, you share a lot publicly when it comes to bras. Why do you think it's important for platforms such as yours to exist?
Wow. I think for me, it's being able to like be the voice and offer this really positive experience, this positivity about bodies and looking the way that I do, because that's the only vessel I have, okay? And that's my vessel, my body. That's the way that I look in this bra. No one else can look like me in that bra, and I can't look like you who follows me. So all I can do is represent myself, and that's what I want to put out to the world. Some people might look at me and think, oh, I look like her, or she just gave me the most amazing confidence. Like, thank you for that. And I do it because I do it for my younger self. When I was growing up, I'm very much a millennial. Like, you know, it was heroin chic. It was wags with these massive fake boobs that didn't move, that, you know, wore tiny skimpy outfits. And I grew up amongst all of that with these wobbly natural boobs as like a size 12 my entire life. And then I want to just be able to like have ownership of that. And I think as well, when I was younger, and I don't know if it, I mean, I guess it is the same in the US. We in the UK have quite a lot of cyber flashing incidents at the moment. And it's, you know, it, especially in the work that I do, that affects you on the daily. But I also think, aside from the social world, I've had that since I had boobs. I was always treated as a woman when I was a girl. I was always sexualized without being sexy. Like that was always put on me. So it's like, it's kind of like, this is my time to put out to the world my version. Like, I'm doing what I want to do, and you can't tell me I'm anything else, because I'm owning my body, I'm owning my narrative, I'm owning every part of this. So yeah, that's what I do. And of course, education. The amount of women that come up to me in bars in my hometown and they're drunk and they're like, I did that scoop and swoop. Look at my boobs now. And I'm like, yes, Jane, I'm proud of you.
That's really cool. I can only imagine what it's like for like people that see you out and about. They're like, oh, like, it's the bra with her, and then they come and tell you stuff about breasts and bras.
Yeah. It's so funny, because also, I guess social media, we all do it, right? It's like we feel like we know the person. If we've been following them, we think we know them. So they obviously just know me as the girl that talks boobs and bras. And sometimes I can be like quite taken aback, because it's almost like I've never met you in your life, and you're like lifting your t-shirt to show me if this bra fits, and I'm like, but I'm getting used to it. But yeah, I've definitely had incidents where I'm like, oh, I wasn't prepared for this isn't quite normal, but I'm gonna try and like deal with it, because I am so open about bras and boobs, and I think people think they can be like that back, but sometimes we need just a little conversation at the start, and then we'll go into it.
Right in.
Yeah.
That's cool though. I mean, I understand what you're saying, but I think that's a pretty cool thing to happen. That means extremely comfortable, and you created that space for them. So that's really cool.
Exactly. And that's the thing. The funny part of it is, when I was having my own business, I didn't have the money I needed to fund the business, but I needed the headspace. So I didn't want like a proper job as such, where I had to go to the office, and I didn't want to be in the lingerie industry, because I knew it would distract me from my actual goal of having my own business. So I worked in a bar, and I had my own Instagram at the time, selling bras, like doing my thing. And again, like, I'd have women come up to me, and I'd be making their cocktail, and they'd be like, excuse me, but are you a bra girl? are you we go to the toilet, you just take my bra fits. And it's very much opening that space for people to talk. And I think that's what it is. I'm sure you get it in your store. Right. It's just that safe space for us to talk about something that is often a taboo, and to talk to someone who knows. And I think as soon as you put like someone who's an expert in front of you, you want to get as much as you can from that person. This might be your only opportunity to fully understand how you put a bra on properly. So I get it, totally get it, and I'm here to give you all the information.
Okay, that. So we wanted to end on a positive note, of course, and we are. I was just saying, could you tell us some advice that you would want to give to the viewers regarding body positivity?
Yeah, 100%. I think something I get a lot when someone steps into the bra fitting room or wherever I am, there's a lot of apology for the body that they have, apology for the moment that they're in, apology for the bra that they're wearing. And I'm always like, stop apologizing. There's nothing to apologize for. There's no judgment here. Like, just let me do my thing. Like, there's no judgment. And I think we should all stop saying sorry about ourselves, because we need to be unapologetically ourselves. And I think that for me is something that I've learned with age. And I think that we all just need to accept who we are right now. another thing I hear a lot is, oh, well, do you think I should get that bra? Because, in 2 weeks, I'll probably have lost more weight. Or by the time it gets to April, I'll be this size. And it's like, no, just enjoy who you are at this present time. Let's not think about the future, because that weight might never go. It might never leave. And then you'll be in that moment and you'll be sad on yourself because you didn't lose that weight. There's so many things. So it's like the present. It's all about here and now, and enjoying the body that you have, because we're all living, we're all breathing. That's an absolutely amazing situation to be in. So we need to embrace that side of things, and just, love yourself for everything that you bring to the world right now.
Love it.
Me too. Here for it. All right.
Well,
Thank you.
yes, those are all questions that we have for you at this time. Again, we're so excited that you joined us today.
Yay.
All the way back from the UK. It means so much to us and our hearts.
Yes, I'm with you guys.
Yes.
I even wore a swimsuit because I was like, I need to represent.
And I bet people didn't even think that they probably just thought you had on like a regular top or something.
Yeah. Well, it is with jogging bottoms, but I got that one. So no, I really appreciate everything that you're doing. Just even being able to put this out there into the world is going to help someone, which is awesome. So
Right.
yeah, it's super, super cool. And drop me a message with your addresses, your bra sizes, and I'll send you a little curvy cake treat in the post.
Well, thank you so much. We thank you, Katie, for joining us, and we thank you for the wisdom that you put out there. Continue being the bra whisperer that you are, and helping women along their way with their boobs, because they're here. So and you're here for us.
Exactly. No, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And you girls keep doing what you're doing as well, because it's super important.
Have to uplift our women out there. So I'm excited that, we're all doing the same thing in various ways. So us being able to come together and just put it all together, put out there.
Oh my goodness, absolutely. And you have more ground space over in the US that we need to cover. There's more boobs over there than here in the UK.
Well, we thoroughly enjoyed speaking with Katie and learning so much from her, and we hope that you all did as well. If you've learned anything, just please drop it in the comments and let us know. Also, feel free to share this with the mothers out there, as we know that Mother's Day is coming up, and any mother will be appreciative of any tips and hacks that will simplify her life. Also, remember to tune in every Tuesday for Tune In Tuesday as we drop new episodes. Follow us and let us know how we're doing. All right, have a good one.
And happy Mother's Day to all of the mothers out there.